Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so we're streaming across a few more platforms today. I was able to get those platforms added into, so we're streaming about across about 8 platforms right now. How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? Um, we're like I said, we're streaming across a couple of platforms today. But we lost Instagram. I don't know what's wrong with the internet or the Wi Fi. The weather is still kind of bad. Maybe that's what it is. But I wasn't able to bring Instagram in today. But, morning time doesn't work for them anyway. So I'm going to go live later there, like at about lunchtime, lunch or in the evening time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad in it. So, I have a couple of things for you all on today. Um, I'm reading from today. I feel like, some people need to be rejuvenated. Some people have given up on their dreams and stuff like that. So I'm not reading from the regular passages and stuff I usually read from. Still scripture, but there's no declaration and all. Well, there is a declaration, but there's like a lot more to it. It's called Live Your Dreams. Live Your Dreams, and it's called Giving Back. It's called Giving Back. But if y'all bear with me today, if y'all bear with me today, thank you, thank you. If y'all bear with me today, I have a little bit more stuff I want to add in. I think this is good, but it's today the 6th. I like this right here, and I might start reading from here this because this is hit on the Lord's words to us, and then it has my words to him. Isn't that awesome? It's the Lord's word to us. I'll read that, and then I'll read what our words to him should be. But with that being said, I won't do that much talking today. I won't hold you all that long, because there's 2 parts. I need to read today. So since I have enough people over here, that's why I started at 5 minutes early. I started at 5 minutes early so that you all can, the platforms can notify you all that I'm coming live. Don't forget to share as you come in. I want to say good morning to TikTok, YouTube, and about 4 Facebook pages. But anyway, Instagram, we'll try to get to you all later today. Twitch, everybody else is on here. I have ads running. I have goals for each live. So with that being said, if the Lord lays it on your heart and you feel like this is something that you can do, please sow a seed so I can be a blessing to somebody else. Now with TikTok, you all can also subscribe because over there, I'll be teaching. Over there, I'll be selling subscriptions to lessons and stuff like that. So you can help me meet my goal that way, or you can subscribe to my channel. With that being said, when you subscribe, you'll get behind the scenes. I don't know what behind the scenes is for me, but you'll get behind the scenes videos and stuff like that of what I do and how I get ready and how I decide what I'm gonna do. But with that being said, I was going to read from where I usually read from, but the Lord didn't lay that, like this morning at the last minute, he showed me something else. So if you all will bear with me on today, I'm going to be going to 2 places. But hey, I'm going to give you a break in between and let you gather your thoughts and stuff like that. But the weekend is starting. I felt like I should try to encourage you all to keep dreaming and keep going after your dreams. Keep reinventing yourself. Nothing is easy. It has not been easy for some. It has been even harder for others. but that does not mean that you cannot accomplish your dreams. As for me, it's the same way. You all give me life. Um, you know, I was going through some things and I decided to go in professional mode. You all have supported me since the beginning. Don't forget to hit that like button over on TikTok. You know, they determine how good you are by that like button. So don't forget to hit that like button. Like. But anyway, with that being said, you all gave me the courage. I started off in May. I started in professional mode. No, I started posting a lot maybe about 2 years ago when I was caring for my loved one. Um, After I lost that loved one, I felt like I promised her I was going to make this a success. So I decided to go into professional mode. It took me um, it took me about 3 months to totally get my account monetized on the Blue app. It took me about 3 months because I was determined. I hit it and I hit the ground running, and that's how I do everything. With that being said, now I'm determined to make my other pages, my TikTok and my Instagram a success as well. I felt like I owe that to her to add that in as well. So I'm trying to make all of those platforms a success. But it's not about making those platforms a success. It's about getting the Lord's word out to people. And I feel like I encourage people on a smaller level daily, my friends, my family, and people I encounter. So I was like, hey, I might as well do it on a big level. Just go to social media. Like I said, I have a calling as far as encouraging people and people wanting to confide in me. Let's get this clear now. But I'm not a member of clergy. But hey, the good thing about it for you all is I have some heavy hitters that are a member of clergy. So they'll start coming on me, and hopefully I can get them on before the end of the year. I want to start putting them in rotation before the holidays, because the holidays is when people start going through stuff. They're sad. They start thinking about their loved ones that are no longer with them. But hey, they're no longer suffering and they're in a better place. Hold on for a second. They're no longer suffering and they're in a better place. Everything is ordained. Before we came here, there was a time, there's a time and season for everything. So with that being said, my internet is acting wacky. So that must mean I haven't looked outside. So that must mean the weather is bad because I wasn't able to log on to the other station. So with that being said, let's hope everything holds up. But what I was trying to tell you all is, that's my gift. My gift that I'm trying to share with you all. But where I can't take you, if I feel like some of you, I need to take you a little bit farther. So with that being said, I'm going to bring people in to assist me with that. And I didn't turn my ringer off. And my mom didn't answer her phone this morning. So I know she's going to be calling me as soon as I go live. So let me mute that right quick. Let me mute it. But anyway, with that being said, I feel like I could take you so far, and after that, I'll bring in my friends and my loved ones to assist me and get in the word to you all. They're more experienced; they can lay it out to you. I might be all over the place. I might be in I might be in Psalms today, Genesis tomorrow. I might be in John. So with that being said, they can tie it all in for you all better. But hey, at least I'm trying to tell you all, but I'm just doing that because that's how my mind runs. That's how my mind runs. It's not like I don't know it. It's just that's how my mind runs. Me, I'm one of them ones. If I see a scripture here and it says somewhere else, I want to tie it all in together. So I go from one to other. But hey, some that don't work for everybody. That's just how my brain works. So with that being said, I'll bring them in to refine. That's what it's called. Refine the process. They can refine it for you and get it to you better than I can, because I might have you all over the Bible in 30 minutes. Yeah, I'll have you all over the Bible in 30 minutes. But with that being said, I have enough people on here now. But I want to encourage you all because, like I said, sometimes it looks dire. It's not. It's not. It might seem like it is, but there's always a way out. There's always a way for you to reinvent yourself. I reinvented myself. I've told you all 1,000,001 times, and I'm going to keep reinventing myself. Yesterday, y'all saw me. I know y'all think I'm all over the place, but it ties in together. I was posting about credit restoration. Then yesterday, you notice I added the taxes to it. I was doing taxes. I've been doing it for 3 years now, but I decided I didn't want to be fooling with numbers while I was caring for my sister. So with that being said, I set it aside because I didn't want nobody coming back to me saying that IRS done audited them and I couldn't focus. And that's a good thing because I felt like I spent time with her. Um, I don't regret a thing. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it over again. That's how I am with my family. And that's, I'm gonna tell y'all about my other book. I did write a book. Well, that's my third book that I wrote during that time. That book is hilarious, but I want to show you all. With me, my dreams are usually denied. It's not because of I don't want to push it out there. My dreams are usually denied because if something happens traumatic in my family, I just shut down and I can't think and I can't process for a little while. And I just put it on the back burner because I feel like my family is more important. My friends need me. And since I've always had jobs with flexibility, I feel like it's me. I'm the one that's chosen to be there and do that. So with that being said, I set it aside and I set my dreams and passions aside for my family members. So that's just the way I am. Like now, next week, y'all gonna be seeing me on location. But don't worry, y'all love it when I'm on location. Y'all see me on location. I'll probably be looking a mess because I can't pack the whole house with me. I can't pack all that stuff with me. I won't, so I'll do the best I can. But hey, even while I'm looking a mess, at least I'm giving you the word of the Lord. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So with that being said, I might be on location next week and I'll be coming, but I won't stay on that long because I don't know. My mother said all I do is talk. So with that being said, I might drive her crazy. But I'll still be bringing a word to you. But I want to encourage you all because the weekend is starting this weekend. And I don't want you to look and see like me. Those things are a process. I went through a lot of stuff before I decided to put myself on social media because with me, I don't know about you all, but with me, it's not like I got it like that or something like that. But sometimes people look at me and they don't want to invest in me or they don't want me to do something for them, but they'll rather go to somebody else. So sometimes I struggle with that. Sometimes I get a little depressed, but I keep pressing on and I keep praying and I just ask the Lord to send me whoever he's going to send me. If I have one customer, that's better than having 0 customers. If I have 2 customers, that's better. Me, I don't stress about money and numbers. I just know my time is coming and I know he's going to bless me because he's blessed me in everything I've done. But with that being said, when I get out of the will of God, when he gives me a vision and I decide to want to start doing it Sonya way, usually it kind of tanks. But I learned my lessons. I'm going to stay on the path. I'm going to stay on the course and I'm going to stay on it the way in which he laid it out for me. Instead of me trying to sit up there and think of it on my own and come up with my own idea. So with that being said, I'm going to stay on the path. I'm going to promote myself. I'm a talker, but I've never had to talk in front of like a large number of people. But with my Facebook family, they prepped me for it. They prepped me for it back in May, and they were so receptive. And, they think I have a beautiful voice. I don't think so that much. So sometimes I be pronouncing words my way, but hey, that comes from living across different states. When I go to another state, I just pick up their dialect. So sometimes I don't say stuff right. And I felt like I didn't have the perfect, as a matter of fact, I don't even have on my mic. I felt like I did not have the perfect what do you call it? Newscaster voice. I felt like I was a little flat and country, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We still gonna we still gonna make it happen. We are still gonna make it happen. But with that being said, that mic, I'm always dropping that mic. But anyway, we're gonna make it happen. So I want to encourage you all. You could do the same thing. You could do the same thing. I'm kind of goal driven, but I don't expect that out of everybody else. But I do expect you to take with what you have and do the best that you can. Dream and dream big. But as far as me, when I do things, I could say 1,000 times. I know y'all be hearing me on here saying I'm not gonna do something if somebody call me and stuff like that. But don't believe it. If that person calls me and I feel like they're in need and I have time, no matter how busy I am, I'm gonna do it. I'm a very giving person. I'll give you my last. That's why my mom's saying I'll never have nothing. No, I'm just saying, but she do say that because if you ask me for these, no matter how much I like them, I'm gonna take them off and give them to you. Every time I see you, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I should have kept them earrings, but I'm gonna still give them to you because you asked me for it. Because I feel like those are just material things. And I try to tell people, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If your heart is not clean and pure and you looking all dressed up on the outside, it doesn't mean a thing. But the good thing about me is my outer appearance is my outer appearance and my inner appearance are twinsies. They're twinning. So I'll do anything I can for you. I love everybody. I don't meet any strangers. But like I said, a lot of things I put on the side burner because um, I put a motivational book out first. The motivational book. I wanted to wait before I hit y'all with this book because the title might take some of my Christian, my Christian and my clergy people out. They might not let me stand in the church to sell this one, but they'll let me stand in the church to sell the other one or promote it. But the other one, that title might keep me out of the church, but it's okay. He's still going to send people to me. But the inside of it is what matters. It's not reminiscent of the outside. So with that being said, I want you all to be the best you can be. But I'm going to read you this here right quick, and then you'll see where I'm coming from. And then I'm going to read you the other one because I like the way it says, it's like he's talking to us and we're talking back to him. God is talking to us and we're talking back to him. I think that's good. It might take a little while, but hey, we're going to try for a couple of days, or maybe I'll alternate. But today it's called Give Back. And it's called a generous, it's Proverbs 11:25. And it says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Isn't that good? It says a generous person will prosper. See, that's why I'm not even worried because I'm very generous in anything that I do. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. And I started to read from somewhere else, but when I came over here and I saw this and I opened the book to this exact page, so I'm going to read it to you. It goes as follows. All of us get tunnel vision when it comes to pursuing our dreams, our plans, our needs, our next moves. It's more than enough to keep our planners full, right? But God doesn't give you selfish dreams. So if you dream is all about you, then you are missing something of crucial importance. Scriptures tell us over and over how important it is for you to love and care for one another. This isn't just for others' sakes, but for yours as well. You were made to live in a community, to walk beside one another, to hold hands and share burdens, to lift each other up and celebrate each other, and to help pick up the pieces and grieve when life gets tough. None of us ever achieves anything in his own life all on his own. The things you are able to achieve today are only possible because of all the things accomplished by those who came before you. You get an assist from time to time from family, friends, or even strangers. Even if you don't think you need any help with your dream, the day will come when you will. Having a community of friends and colleagues to reach out to will be a glorious blessing when you need support, encouragement, and love from those around you. There might even be someone you know who needs assistance, and you might be able to help her with her dream today. Your skills, connections, or input could be just what a friend needs to get her plans off the ground. Thinking about all the ways you've been helped may inspire ways you can lend a hand to someone else. And the question is, how have others helped you achieve your dreams in life? And then over at the side, it says, you can't achieve your dreams alone, on your own. And that's true. It takes a team and a village to accomplish anything. You cannot do it on your own. That's why every day when I make a post, I ask you all to share it. Some share it, some don't, but it's okay. It's up to them. It's their page. They don't have to. So when I can't get that support from people, I I run ads and stuff like that because I don't want to have to infringe on anybody's rights. But if anybody needs me to help achieve their dreams, I'm there for them to an extent because some people know my heart and they take my kindness for a weakness and they just don't respect any kind of boundaries. So, with that being said, dream, keep going, keep going, keep going. It might not seem like it's it might not seem like it's coming together, but it is. It is. And it'll come together in his timing, not your timing. You might want to make 1 million tomorrow. He might say he's going to give you that 1 million in a year. But make sure throughout the whole process, you're living as Christ-like as possible and you have a relationship with him. Make sure you're giving back to the community. Make sure you're taking a 10%, your 10% back in the storehouse. Don't worry about what the pastor has, what he's driving, or what he's doing. Everybody has to answer for their own actions when the time comes. So don't worry about that. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what the Bible teaches you to do. And to me, I always tell you all sometime on my post to lift one up and bring one. Really, I'd be wanting you to bring five, but if you don't bring five, as long as you bring one, that's okay. But I try to encourage people. I want you to try to encourage people. There are people suffering, people going without. There are kids who, instead of discussing their problems, they're bringing guns, they're committing suicide. Mentor your youth. you know, Take it back to the old school training. I didn't say the belt, beat them with the belt, but I'm just saying, take them back to the old school training. Let them know that you're there for them. Pull that technology away from them every once in a while. Me, I've stopped and started over and over and over again. And even yesterday, when I made that post about taxes, I'm knowledgeable and I train myself in anything that I decide to do. I never go out without paying and learning and going back to school for whatever I'm doing. But whatever I do, I'm going to do legally. I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to remove everything off your credit because I'm just the facilitator. I'm the one who puts you in position and puts you with the lawyers so they can help you restore your wealth. And I don't know about you all, but it's a good feeling when you can go in the bank and if something your family is going through a trying time, you can go in the bank and you can sign a loan whenever you need to sign a loan. And that's the same way with that your credit. Your credit should be in order. You should be teaching your kids about credit. You should have your kids, when they become 15, 16, you should have them on riders on your credit card. So, like the other people, when they get 18, they'll have established credit as well. And they can go out and do whatever they want to do. They don't have to rent. They can be homeowners from the minute they step out of college. And even if they're working while they're in college, they can be a homeowner at that point. As far as the taxes, I want to help as many people with credit restoration and taxes as possible, but I'm not going to promise anybody that I'm going to get them $1 million, because ultimately that's my PTIN number with the IRS, and I'm the one that certified everything was okay. And I'm not pushing the button. I want people to support me, but I will not push the button farther than what is legally acceptable. And I prayed about it. He's going to send me the right people. I don't have to worry about doing things that I don't need to do. But what I want to tell you all is those things, I love it. It's a form of helping people, and it gives me a chance to meet and minister to people while I'm doing that. And tell them my testimony. You know, my testimony, everything has never been perfect, but some of the stuff is, it's not like I had a hard life. I've lost some loved ones, but everybody's lost some loved ones. But me, when I lose loved ones, I shut down. I went through something one time, and I said I forgave the person, but I didn't actually forgive the person. And I'm going to tell you why I know I didn't forgive the person. Because for 2 years, I told somebody this one day, for 2 years straight, I could pray. It was about 2 years, but I could pray. I could go to church. I can listen to the preacher. I could amen. I could be clapping. I could get happy. But the minute I stepped out of that church, I could not tell you not one word he had said. Because I felt like I was sitting there and I was so robotic and I was going through it. But that's because I felt like the other preacher that I had came in contact had kind of jaded me. So therefore, but like I felt like, like they kind of not really scarred me, but I just had this, which you should never do, put ministerial staff up on pedestals. They're not God. So therefore, after I left there, I had to whoo, and regroup and get um my footing. But during that time when I was regrouping, I was still going to church, but I wasn't hearing anything. I wasn't hearing anything. I was reading the Bible. I was studying, but I wasn't hearing anything because I said I had forgave the person, but my cousin had to tell me, did you actually forgive them? So, and I had to go back and read. It says, did I really forgive the person, or am I just saying it out of my mouth just for it to sound cute? So that's after that, I just kept digging in. That's why with me, I find the good in everything. No matter what I'm going through, um, I can lose something. One day I was in a supply place, and I'm just showing you this for example. And I knew when I went in that beauty supply place to lock my car, but I was in a car that I wasn't used to. I was in a rental car. And I never forget, I locked that car, and I knew I had money in my purse, and I knew that money was for a bill. And every thing, oh, the person, somebody, when I was in there, and I wasn't even in there for about 3 or 4 minutes, the person took my money out of my purse, but they left me with the purse and my driver's license and stuff. I could have fell apart at that point. I knew that money was for a bill, but hey, I didn't worry about it because I knew the Lord was going to provide. I just had to find a way to tell the hubby what happened, because usually I don't keep money with me. So after I found a way to tell him, everything else was gravy. But I'm just telling you all, I don't press about certain things. You all should not stress about certain things. It's going to all happen. Pray about it. Leave it alone. Don't worry about it, because he didn't give us the gift of worrying about stuff. You're supposed to pray about it and leave it alone. Praying about it and still worrying about it do not go hand in hand. Remember that. Praying about it and worrying about it does not go hand in hand. He's going to send somebody with you with that meal. He's going to send somebody to bless you on that day. He's going to send somebody, whatever you're praying about, he's going to send somebody, believe me. So with that being said, I'm going to read this here. I think I like this here better. Well, it's not that I like it better. Let me take it back. But I just like the way it says, his words to me, and the second half is my words to him. So let me tell you what his words is to me. Patience and trust. See, he gave me two messages for y'all today. One was the one I read a minute ago, and now I'm just to read this one to you. His word and his words to me, patience and trust. You've been waiting for answers to prayer, and you've been patient. Don't let doubt bite you on the neck when you've come this far trusting me. Doubt will strip you of your faith. I told you I would never leave you, and above the shouts of confusion, know that I'm here with you as you wait. I'm answering you, but in my time. Is that in my time, not your time, his time? He says, let me carry you to the place that is best for you. Let me bring the best to you. Let me multiply my best for you. Isn't the best worth waiting for? Endure a little longer, dear one. Even though it's your son, you better endure with triumph. I thought I hit the mute button. And his words, my words to him should be my words to the Lord. He gave me his words. I'm going to tell you what my words should be to him. Thank you for your patience, Jesus. Thank you for the trust you've placed in my human spirit by your Holy Spirit. Doubt comes along and strips me of faith like peeling an orange. But you've told me you never leave me. So above the shouts of confusion around me in the world, I know that you're here with me and I can trust you. You're answering me and showing me the exact best for me. Multiply your best in me, Lord. I'll endure a little longer and I'll endure triumphantly. In Jesus' name, amen. And the scripture is, be your patience. I see that says by your patience, possess your souls. That's Luke 21:19. By your patience, possess your souls. Be patient, my brothers and my sisters. I have nothing but patience. I had 2 years of patience. Now is my time, and I'll just make up for lost time. And you should be patient as well too. Don't be discouraged about what's not happening on tomorrow. And I'm telling you, this is coming from a person, this is coming from a person that sometimes in my life I be saying, oh my God, what else gonna get ready to happen? And I'm telling y'all, that's what I explain in my book. Every time I've started something or started school or started something happens. Something happens, like either I lose somebody in my family and I shut down. I lose a job and I don't want to keep pushing with my dreams. People don't support me and I get in that woe is me. Why don't nobody want to come to me? But they say the people who support you will not be your friends and family. It'll be your support will come from perfect strangers. Keep that in mind. Your support will come from perfect strangers. Be patient. Share your business card. Post on social media. If they don't want to see the post and they don't want to support you, don't forget to hit that like button. TikTok, don't forget to hit that likey button. If they don't support you, don't worry. He's going to send somebody who's going to support you. And the people who are watching, believe me, they're watching. He's gonna bless you abundantly in front of all of them, and they'll see. So with me, I can be woe is me, and maybe I'm just like a little bit too happy. I don't know. But I could be like woe is me, what else gonna happen? Because sometimes when I start something, I be looking for the bottom to fall out. I look for the bottom to fall out. Hold on for a second. The first year when I was supposed to do taxes, I sunk a lot of money into my boutique. I sunk a lot of money into my boutique to sell my jewelry and stuff like that. I was ready for the Christmas season. But then I found out, got some bad news about my sister. So I kept moving, but I moved a little differently. Come January, I lost one sister. So I just set the goals to the side. Hold on for a second. I set my goals to the side because when I lost that sister who was closer to the other sister, I had to stop and take care of the sister, the baby sister, because I had just lost the middle one. So when I lost the middle one, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna still try to do taxes. But I came to the conclusion that I could not do both. I could not care for her and do taxes. Hold on for a second. I'm trying to get through this without crying. So I put that aside and I said, I'm gonna do taxes. I'm gonna start the taxes up this year while I'm caring for her. But I could not. I could not because I needed to focus on her. I needed to focus on these deceptive doctors because some of them they don't tell you the whole truth. They don't like to address the elephant in the room. But hey, I'm Sonya. I'm gonna ask 1,000 questions. You ain't giving my sister nothing, and you ain't doing nothing unless I sit there, you explain it to me. I call, I go research, I call, and I go tell the rest of the family members and stuff like that. So with that being said, I put that tax business to the side. But even when I was posting it, nobody really bit on it. But at first, I took it personally that nobody was supporting me. But it wasn't, may have not been just that they weren't supporting me, is because the Lord knew that my focus needed to be on my sister. So He didn't send me no clients that year. But hey, I didn't cry. I didn't complain. I just went on taking care of my sister and spending time with her and making sure everything was happening. I was in one state one day and might be in another state another day, but I didn't complain. My family, everybody gathered around me. They were very supportive in the days when I was absent from my own home. I kept pressing on, but I could have said, woe is me. So my sister passed in April. My sister passed in April. God rest her soul. She passed in April, but she would not have wanted me to prolong what I was trying to do. So that's why I took on the credit restoration business. I did the credit restoration because I felt like even when I was going through my tax training 2 years ago, they gave you stuff that you can do for off tax season to keep your agency running and making money. So I added the credit restoration, but I didn't want to put it out there because I felt like with me, sometimes people judge me. They judge me and they be like, oh, well, Sonya got this and that. I'm not going to do this for her because it's only ad. But what you don't know is when you bless me, I bless somebody else. I bless somebody else. I use my own money and I'm not rich. I use my own money to go out and do some things, but I don't have to brag about it because I don't have to do it in front of the masses. It's not meant to be. It's really not even meant to be talked about. I'm not even supposed to be repeating, but I'm just telling you how I am. So now I'm going full force with both of them. I'm promoting both of them because it's becoming the end of the year. Most people, when they have, if they don't have the money now, they'll have the money once they file their taxes. And a lot of people want homes. They're tired of paying those high interest rates. So they're going to invest in restoring their credit. They're going to invest in, because they want a home. Nobody no longer wants to rent because the rent is going sky high. And if you do want to rent, that's okay too. But start you a small business so you can write off a portion of your taxes for using your home, because as you get a certain age, you don't want to be responsible for a house, and that's understandable. That's understandable. But a lot of the younger ones, they're wanting to buy homes, but they unfortunately have messed up their credit. And you don't want people to go into a house with them balloon payments, because with them car notes in them houses with balloon payments, it usually only ends one way, that you lose it. So get your credit right. Get your credit right. You invest in those Jordans and all that. Get your credit right. Live life to the fullest. Every chance I get now, even if it's for a day, I cherish life. I take a little trip, you know, and I use not big agencies. I use small agencies that take my trip, because I feel like, why am I going to give my money to them when I could be giving it to somebody that, even if I don't know the person, even if I don't have a relationship with the person, I know they have travel. I'm going to let them book it. And, and a lot of you could do the same thing. Go to small business owners, support people. Me, I've been praying this go around. I've been praying, and I hope the Lord send me. I don't expect to be, but I am putting in the leg work. I do promote myself. I talk about it every chance I get. I pass out a business card every chance I get. I never miss an opportunity. And you all have given me the platform when I was teaching the little classes in the evening time. Y'all have given me the courage to be able to stand in front of the masses of people, because I usually can't talk in front of the masses of people. That's why sometimes when I be talking about, I have a lot of stuff, and half of what I have to say that I thought about last night, I didn't even tell you, because I don't want to hold you up like that. But y'all giving me the courage to be able to talk in front of a lot of people, but you've also given me the courage to keep going, because I feel like you all love when I post my scriptures. You love when I talk about the Bible. You love when I encourage you. So even on some days when I've been crying or feeling sorry for myself, that morning, I'm going to still get it right, get up, and I'm gonna come on here and still do it. I would like to do it 7 days a week, but usually on the weekends, Saturday and Sundays, it's church and I'm with my family. So that's why on some Saturdays you'll see me do it, and on some Saturdays you won't see me do it. But all I can say is, if I can do it with all my setbacks, you can too. There's no excuses. Death didn't hit me. It hit me hard. Um, Um, a lot of other things have hit me hard. My mother is aging. So with that being said, there's just a lot of things that y'all can be um, appreciative of, and have faith. Have faith, because faith without works is, you have to have faith. You have to have faith in anything you're doing. And as you notice, me, I have faith. I started that restoration business with with in a cold market, like I told you all. I had to get out and hustle and sign people, but I didn't try to push it on it. I just chose people who I felt were trying to obtain something by the first of the year. And look, it's been about 7 or 8 days. I've gotten my first check, and I've also been promoted to field trainer. But hey, I'm not going to stop there, because hold on for a second. A lot of us, our credit is not right. We've been living paycheck to paycheck. We don't know anything about a budget. We don't feel like we have to budget. So I'm going to keep pressing on. I'm going to keep putting my business out there. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep sharing the word and the good news with you all. And I want you all to join me. I want you all to subscribe because I have some awesome friends. Sometime it won't be like church when we're on here talking, but we will get the word over to you. Some of you feel like everybody's trying to preach to you. So the good thing about me is I have the friends that can preach to you, and I also have the ministerial friends and family that can encourage you in a biblical way, but it won't necessarily look like they preaching to you. Because when you say preaching, some of y'all just go all over the edge. But anyway, I'm gonna bring them on. I feel like we all need it. We all need encouragement. We all need encouragement. Some of you just go on Sundays and get encouragement. You need encouragement Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday. One day a week is not gonna get you where you go. Ain't no use in going to church on Sunday and you be hell on wheels Monday through Saturday. Try to keep it consistent here. Try to keep it consistent. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you all. Y'all know I got somewhere to be in a little bit. Y'all know I have somewhere to be in a little bit, and I want to be there. But before I leave, I want to tell you, make sure you surround you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, TikTok. Thank you. Make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people. I have people that encourage me. I don't have a lot of friends, but I have family who I consider friends. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't have a lot of friends is because I'm always dropping something and doing something, or like my family is my focus. My family is my focus. So, like I said, I always have cousins and stuff that are my age that I can hang with, but I don't really hang nowhere. I go to the movies. Y'all see, I took my daughter to the Halloween store the other day, and and I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that. I'm in the thing, but I was standing. I'm gonna tell y'all this before I end. I was standing there, and I told my daughter, I said, well, everything else is moving and it do something. This has to do something. So it was sitting there for like a couple of seconds and looked like the minute I got close like this here, that thing jumped up. So I was like, ah! You could hear me screaming all over the store. Everybody was like laughing. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. My daughter should have been the one screaming. Hear her mama screaming all over the store like she done lost her mind. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about it wasn't a small scream. Y'all couldn't hear it in that video because that little thingy, whatever his little ugly self, whatever that little thingy was, he was making this weird noise. But me, if you were in that store, you could hear me from the front of the store to the back of the store. I was so embarrassed. I told my daughter, let's hurry, pay for the stuff and go. I was so embarrassed. I ran out that store. My heart was palpitating. I was actually, when that thing jumped up, because I shouldn't have got in his face because I knew it was going to do something, but I didn't know what it was going to do. So when I leaned in, that thing jumped up. I was like, oh, yeah, that was a mess. So I'm scared, yeah, but I still go watch scary movies. I still like scary movies. I'm still going to go watch scary movies for Halloween. But um, anyway, I want you all to pray for each other on this weekend. I want you to put that business plan in place. Start whatever you wanted to start. Don't think there's an age limit on anything. There's people 80 some years old going to school and getting their degrees that they were denied back in the day. So with that being said, put your plan into action. Or if you don't want to and you just want to think about it on Saturday and Sunday, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Come back on Monday with a vengeance and get to going and put it into place. If I can keep doing and stuff, you can too. You know what I'm saying? If I can, just been over the last 2 years, this has been over like about 15, 20 years. I'll be sitting there, then I'll be thinking about the person, and then I'll be thinking about, because like me, I used to call every one of my family members. Like I call everybody every day. I harass them every day. Even when I'm at work sitting at my desk, I'll be texting them and I'll call them. So You know, when they're gone, I just miss that camaraderie. And I had it set up like a fine tooth comb. Somebody was at 6, somebody was at 6:15, somebody was at 6:30, somebody was at 7. This is the way my life went. Every day, 365 days a year. I call everybody all day. And I talk to my mommy. And when I'm not with her, I talk to her 100 times a day. And then I'm so spoiled, I get offended if she don't answer the phone. But anyway, with that being said, I want you all to pray for somebody. I want you to check on somebody. I want you to take care of your elderly, because there's a lot of things I see as I go out and about. You know, don't drop your elderly in your family. It cannot just be your mom. It could be your cousins. It could be your aunts. Look out for them. Bring them in. Watch over them. Don't let them handle their business by themselves. Um, Check on somebody. Tell somebody you love them. It doesn't hurt to say I love you. Ain't nobody said you got to be in love with them, but you should love everybody. You know, that's just the way the Lord wants us to be. Love on everybody. Pray for somebody. Pray with somebody. Encourage somebody. Be there for somebody. And if you cannot do any one of those because you're going through your own stuff. And that's the thing about me. When I was going through my stuff, sometimes I could be done just came out the bathroom from crying and trying to gather myself from listening to what the doctors told me. And I could be sitting there for a minute trying to gather myself after I don't wipe the tears off my face. Then somebody is sitting next to me and I got to encourage them. I'm trying to encourage the encourager, trying to encourage somebody else. The one who needs encouragement, that's what I'm trying to say. The one who needs encouragement is trying. I don't know why my nose is running. My allergies are like, um, the person who needs encouraging is sitting there trying to encourage somebody. So with that being said, my deepest and darkest moments, if I can encourage somebody, you can too. I know you might not be as strong as me, but I'm encouraging you to find that strength somewhere. Make your dreams happen. They weren't given to you just to sit there. They were given to you for to do something with. And remember, whatever you do, make sure it's something that's going to last long past you're gone. Because when you leave here, there is nothing that you can take with you. Leave a lasting memory and legacy behind for those who come behind you, and teach them to be a servant. Yeah, teach them to be a servant. I like being a servant to others. I like helping others. I like doing stuff. That is my gift. So that's what I'm working on, you know. Yeah, my fundraiser right now is going okay. So hopefully, don't forget, hit those stars, hit those subscriptions so I can feed some people and sponsor some families for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. That's what I want to do. I want to sponsor some people instead of me going around feeding the homeless. I want to do it on a larger scale and be able to choose the families that I help. So I think that's what I'm gonna start calling I know I do it. I call it the Sunshine Movement. I'm gonna call it um, I'm gonna do it like, what's that Jerry Lewis telethon? I'm gonna do a telethon so y'all can invest. And I'll make sure I post what I do with it. But anyway, pray for somebody, pray with somebody, encourage somebody. If you cannot encourage them, point them, point them in the direction of the nearest church, synagogue, mosque, temple, or cathedral. I hope I got everybody's place of worship, because sometimes I forget a couple of them. Because if they go there, believe me, there's a woman or man of God within that facility that can pray for them, pray with them, encourage them, tie their situation in biblically, and let them know that God is with them at all times. They're trained for that. They have a calling on their life for that. That's what they're there for. So if you cannot afford to lay on somebody's sofa, you know, ministerial staff, I know from working with them, they don't have degrees in mental health, all of them, but some of them do. But at least they can encourage you and give you a scripture. And if they cannot help you with what you need to be helped with, they can point you in the right direction where you can get help. That's what they were called to do, and they don't mind doing it. And what you say and you pray to them, you don't have to worry about it going any farther. And when you're listening to your friends, remember, they don't always necessarily want you to speak. Sometimes all you have to do is just listen and be there for them. And as for me, as I start my day today, I have training and I have tests today. So let's pray that I can stay in the right mind today. I have tests today to take. So with that being said, that's what I'm going to focus on, my training and my tests. I want to be knowledgeable and be able to answer anybody's question. I don't want to feel like I want to be an expert in whatever field I do. So, I want to tell you all, I might meet you here on tomorrow, but I don't think I will be going live tomorrow, because on tomorrow I'm going to be going around marketing myself to the different out in the neighborhoods and stuff like that, while I have help from my family. So if I go live tomorrow, it'll just be some crazy video showing y'all how I'm going around passing out my cards and my flyers. That's what I'll be doing on tomorrow, doing leg work. So with that being said, I want you all to have a nice weekend. I want you to make it to the house of the Lord on Sunday. And if you cannot make it to the house of the Lord, at least you log on virtually so somebody can pour into you. Pour into you, or you could pour into somebody. As for me, I'll do the same as I go about, because I'm quite sure I'll run across and I'll meet people. It doesn't cost me anything to say good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. But I want you all to make sure you lift yourself up. Pray about it. And I know I say pray about it a lot of times, because I feel like if I say it a million times, eventually it'll stick with you. I feel like if I say it a million times, eventually it'll stick with you. You'll know that you cannot get through anything in life. And I know some people on here don't believe in God, but I'm just saying, hopefully from listening to me and my situation and my testimonies, because I got a lot of them. I got a lot of them from when he stepped in for me. So I want you all to know that pray about it. That's all you could do. You cannot get through life without praying about your situation. Prayer does work. You cannot go at it alone. You need him. Make sure he's the head of your household. Make sure he is the head of your household, and teach your children in the same manner. So with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you, TikTok, for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get out of here. I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, and I'm just running my mouth. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. Have a nice weekend. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't worry. I ain't say I was in love with y'all. I said I love you. I love everybody. If we all loved on each other a little bit more, it'll be a better place. So take a page out of my book. Love on somebody on today. Love on them for the weekend. With all that being said, y'all have a nice day, and y'all take care. And I shall see you here on Monday, and you'll see my crazy antics throughout the weekend. Don't worry. I'm going to post a little something here and there. I'll post some, but I probably won't be going live. So with that being said, love you all. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, TikTok, for showing out. Thank you, Facebook. And Facebook, I was across 5 different pages today, in YouTube on today. So I'm just eternally grateful. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. I have no complaints. God is good. He is good, and he provides for me at all times. He is good, and he's worthy to be praised. So you all should think about the same way. Love you all. Have a nice day.